is chronic pelvic pain syndrome? In my opinion, it means mistreated, improperly treated, incomplete treatment of pelvic floor dysfunction. So we tend to have names for things, even though the meaning of those terms and those labels means we don't have the origin. So let me explain to you, and hopefully this makes sense to you. It is not unreasonable to think that when the pelvis is unstable, anything related to the pelvis or connected to the pelvis is going to be impacted by it. Your pelvis is a foundation to the structures above. This foundation has to be rock solid. Without stable pelvis, the structure above is going to be compromised, and in reality, you are the structure above. Without your arms and legs, you still get to live. Without the structure above, that's a different story. So this has a double layering of reinforcement. You've got all the stuff on the outside, and the muscles on the inside work with the outside to stabilize this. It is so important for these muscles to really be in top shape that at a frequency of every breath, and on average, when you're not super active, you breathe 22,000 times a day. At a frequency of every breath, you practice conditioning these muscles by relaxing them and by making them work together, that's the key word, to breathe out. So any task in your body, when it is asked, your body part is asked to do it at a frequency of every breath, it's fair to say its function is crucial. Now, pelvic pain syndrome means this poor individual has a lot of pain. They have not figured it out because everything they've tried has failed. So here's the label and good luck to you. That's what that means to me. How do I go about looking into the treatment for this? Well, typically, unfortunately, by the time that diagnosis is given to you, a lot of poking around has happened. A lot of surgeries and procedures have been done, and those are not advantageous to a part of your body that is hurt. So what do we need to do? It doesn't matter what kind of an issue the individual has. What makes sense to me is I want to provide the ground that the body is most familiar with authentically. That means, I always say to my patients, if I have a seed, I drop it on the cement, it will not materialize, it will not become a sunflower. If I put it in a fertile ground, it has a chance, and it's the seed that knows how to become a sunflower. So if I provide the authentic, innate ground for this individual, for this body, and go through the same developmental movements that has allowed every single walking human being on the planet Earth to go from a helpless infant stage to become a running toddler individual. No bands, no weights, no gyms, no guidance, and we all have gone through those same stages of development, then that is the authentic fertile ground. So if this individual learns how to do biological breathing, which is the kind of breathing we do by studying human babies, which is far from what most of us do as adults, then we start going through those same regimen of movements, and we bring functionality back into this body, back into this pelvis and whatever is connected to it. Then that body has a much better chance of flourishing. It may take a few seasons, but it has a much, much better chance. And that is my solution to problems like chronic pain, pelvic pain syndrome. I hope this made sense. Please make sure you comment or if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I do look at these actually regularly, and if they're not silly or just like whatever, I will answer them. I will do videos on them. If you need help, please make sure you contact me using one of the methods of contact in the description box. And until next time, take care.